Well, when Heather McCreary saw Trump's nomination for Secretary of the Treasury, she immediately recognized the name Steven Mnuchin. It's the same name she saw on paperwork from One West Bank when she was trying to get a loan modification on her home. Here's her story.
It was the American dream. It was the white picket fence.
Heather McCreary and her husband bought their dream home in 2006, but 2 years later, the recession hit.
In 2008, I was laid off as a home health care worker. We financially hit hard times like everybody.
So the McCrearys applied for a loan modification to try to lower their mortgage payments. The bank they used, One West, a company founded by Steven Mnuchin.
So then the loan modification went through. All the paperwork was done, everything was signed.
But 1 month later, the McCrearys were told to reapply for their modification. So they did.
The second modification was April, the third was June, and they took the house September 10, 2010.
Despite 3 applications, Mnuchin's One West Bank foreclosed on their home. They had 30 days to get out with poor credit and nowhere to go.
It's completely devastating. It's shameful, embarrassing.
Heather says she buried those feelings for 7 years.
And it all just came up 3 weeks ago when I heard that Steven Mnuchin was going into Secretary of Treasury. It all came back.
So now, Heather is sharing her story in front of lawmakers on Capitol Hill. She spoke out against Mnuchin in a forum before senators this week.
So One West Bank, Steven Mnuchin, received 90% of that underwater debt, which is over $80,000. That's the incentive to foreclose rather than modify.
And the McCrearys were not alone. Heather says One West Bank foreclosed on tens of thousands of homes, making millions of dollars along the way. Many of the people affected lived in the Silver State.
No state was hurt harder than the state of Nevada, and you're probably well aware of that.
Nevada Senator Dean Heller questioned Mnuchin during his confirmation hearing on Thursday.
How many Nevada homes were in One West's bank's portfolio?
Mnuchin did not give an answer, but defended his actions while he ran the bank.
We worked very hard to help homeowners remain in their homes through modifications wherever possible.
McCreary says speaking out at a national level was completely out of her comfort zone, but she hopes her voice will make a difference, and she urges others to do the same.
We're all citizens. This is my obligation. If I can stand up in any way, I'm going to stand up for this because it wasn't right. It was absolutely not right.
Now, if you want your voice to be heard, Heather recommends calling your congressional representative or our senators in Washington, D.C. who you saw there, Catherine Cortez Masto and Dean Heller. Back to you.